Welcome to How to Run Profitable Retreats. I am Lainey Cavazos, retreat strategist and host of the show for coaches, entrepreneurs, and transformational leaders who want to design retreats that actually make money. If you've ever put your heart into a retreat only to walk away exhausted or worse, broke, you are not alone. This podcast is here to change that. Each week, I'll bring you stories, strategies, and expert insights to help you create meaningful, transformational retreats that also support your business, your lifestyle, and your bottom line. Let's make your next retreat not just powerful, but profitable. Before we dive into today's conversation, I want to make sure you know about something that could completely change the way you run your retreat business. If you ever felt unsure about how to price, market, or consistently sell out your retreats, this is your invitation to stop guessing and start building something scalable. I am hosting the Sold Out Retreats Workshop live in Las Vegas, a full-day, high-impact experience designed to help you build your profitable retreat empire in one powerful day. You'll walk away with a pricing system that guarantees profit, so no more guesswork. Magnetic messaging that attracts ideal clients without constant posting. And then the exclusive transformation location to pick a retreat spot that sells. And a complete sales system designed to fill your retreats every single time. This is for coaches, facilitators, and transformational leaders who are ready to run retreats like a business, not a side hustle. There's only 8 premium seats and limited VIP spots, and they will sell out. So go now and reserve yours now at theretreatplanner.com/live. This is not another mindset event. This is your business plan in action. Let's turn your passion into a profitable transformational retreat model. Hello, welcome to another podcast episode of How to Run Profitable Retreats. I am your host, Lainey Cavazos, and I am a global retreat strategist. I come from a professional corporate background running events, marketing, and sales. This is not your average podcast where you learn from people who have done retreats and then they teach you how they did it for their own. In this room, we come and we bring actionable steps for you to run your retreat like a business. I am sure you're excited to hear more about this. But as I love to do, we're going to start with a mini exercise. So I want you to, for a second, to imagine your retreat concept, but really think about the numbers, the profit margin of your retreat. Now, if you do not have that one, you definitely want to be coming to my live event in Vegas. You can find all the details below. But if you already have a little bit of an idea, then let's go deeper into this exercise. So you have your plan, right? So if you were to go and present it to the most horrible boss you've ever had, right? The one who asked you all the questions, the one who broke down the pieces, the one who was like not great with you, but a great business person. What would they say about your program? What would they say about your marketing strategy? What would they say about your profit margin? What would they say about the expected revenue for the business? Would they be like, oh my gosh, yes, this is great? Or would they say, go back to the drawing board? This will not fly in this business, right? This is a great exercise for every single thing that you do, but especially for projects like retreats. Because at the end of the day, sometimes we get so excited inside of our heads and our hearts. We just want to help people. And then we forget that we have a business to run. And because we're our own boss, we approve our own projects. And we're like, this sounds great. Everyone will want it. And then fast forward a couple of weeks later, you're like, why is my retreat not selling? I'm posting and no one is commenting on my post inside of the women wellness retreats. Or people just tell me it's so nice that they wish they could come, but no one ever signs up. That happens because you don't have a system. You don't have a business plan. You don't have a marketing strategy. And I hate to break it to you, but if you plan to keep doing this for years and years to come, you will need it. You might not want it, but you will need it. So let's go a little bit deeper into the space of like profit. And how do we actually get to start with the profit first? This is one of my signature pieces of my system, right? So you'll get to see that everywhere about me. Profit first. Why? Because when we reverse engineer our businesses, we make sure that we do not need to sell out in order to actually have a profit. It takes away so much stress. It takes away the process of like really trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work, or like, oh my gosh, I did not get the 15 people yet. What am I going to do? And then you're just hustling and bustling behind your business, trying to get that sale. And then you end up compromising. And then you say yes to the person who wants to come to the retreat who didn't really need it, or the person who wants to come to the retreat but has a horrible attitude that ruins the experience for everyone else. Or you start cropping up your expenses, right? And then you're like, well, we're going to remove the cacao ceremony of this retreat. No one will notice. We do not want that. So when you start with a profit first approach, right? Like the one I teach inside of my workshops, you get to shift the way you run your business. And by doing that shift and reverse engineering your business, you get to help more people. You get to help more people heal their wounds. May it be in relationships, with money, with partnerships, with happiness, with hobbies, with the way we show up in the world. You get to have an impact in the world. But without a bank account that has money in it, you cannot keep doing it for the future. Think about this. Even nonprofit has to generate money. They need to pay salaries. They need to pay for advertising to get more donors. They need to go events and, get pretty and get people to give them some checks. So if a nonprofit needs to be profitable, why wouldn't your business need to be profitable as well? Now, for you to run a profitable business, you need to have a couple of elements in place, right? You need to know your numbers. You need to know who you're serving, right? Who's your ideal client? And you need to know how to market and sell. But also, the secret tip here today, you actually need to know how to do what it's called out there in the market, loyalty marketing. There's really customer relationship management, where you get people to come back over and over again. So if you're ready to be profitable, to sell out your retreats, and to get clients to come back on repeat, you want to make sure that you come to my live event in Las Vegas. Because guess what? You need these 3 elements in your business in order to run retreats the proper way. The proper way means running it like a business and not a hobby. So if you're ready to make those changes, don't miss out on this opportunity because it will change the way you do business. See you next time.